Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special or pure or rare magical moon message. We have the moon in Scorpio with Venus that's just entered Scorpio. So you about to be way too sexy. Oh yeah. Referencing that popular song that has dropped in an album about getting women pregnant or lovers. Other than that, this is third house to the sun in Virgo. So this is activating the new moon cycle. I know this has nothing to do with anything. First impressions of CLB and Donda. Donda and CLB, I wasn't feeling them at first. Donda grew on me though. Now Donda is the shit to me. And CLB, I feel like was for lovers and ladies. I feel like if you're not Drake's core fan base of like women in their 20s or 40s who are just like waiting for somebody to serenade and sing to them and like take it, like you're just not gonna really like the album. Drake is like that dude too. Like I know he's still got the talent. I think he wrote that for the lovers, and I really just like to listen to gangster shit. So there's that. Other than that, moon in Scorpio. This is your receptivity to the wisdom that's coming into the pure mastery of your supernatural abilities. It's going to be shady as fuck. There's also going to be weird as fuck because the moon's going to be opposite Uranus. So you just have to get comfortable with the deepening quality of supernatural and paranormal experiences while still having to ground the physical experience of you living this fake ass life. Like let's just be real. Let's stop acting like you don't live this fake ass life where you literally have a number, a name that you're called. You go to infrastructure laden stores that ask you to pay fiat currency in a country that has trillions of dollars of debt, reinforcing social norms that really came to be before your parents were born, and no one really even knows why they still follow them outside of this slight sense of efficacy, as if because something works it's a justification. So you're gonna just pick up on these inconsistencies around like, and my reference for this is Scorpio is a social sign, Virgo is a social sign. So this is going to give you insight into the nature of socialization and like, you know, being out there in the world relative to this new narrative and this reset. And the revolution of yourself as an individual, now bringing in uniqueness of you into these aspects. Okay, I know a lot of people have embraced this. I what I said can sound facetious. I'm not trying to be too woke or anything. I'm just being factual. We're closing off a Pluto cycle that literally birthed this nation. So like these sorts of reflections are going to come back around in the budding of a new generation. Shout out to Pluto Sag, all y'all born after 95, that's gonna burn this bitch to the ground. Outside of that, just a reminder that we are literally in an apocalypse cycle. The moon in Scorpio is going to reveal all sorts of untold secrets around you that are going to synthesize a deeper understanding of how much more purely and extremely to invest in the relationships that you're in, because Scorpio is a result of partnership. In fact, Scorpio is rare. When you talk about fixed signs, you're talking about quality. Taurus is natural quality. Scorpio is a rare quality. For something to be rare of quality because of its pureness, that means when you go into a store, you're not going to find it. It's going to be in the back of the shelf, or like it's going to be in a limited edition. It's not like your Kraft mac and cheese where you have like lines of, this is rare. Okay, the price is up. And so you're going to be receptive to that energy because fixed signs represent energy. Scorpio representing pure energy that's applied psychologically. In the third house to Virgo, activating the nature of this new moon that has now manifested socially the change of perspective. Now you're developing abilities, pure abilities to add to this pure mastery relative to this change of perception, where you're intensifying and strengthening the attitude of this change of perception in order to transform how much deeper you express these abilities. So now that we've manifested it, basically, this is where we get saucy, baby. This is where you put the sauce on it. It's like, okay, I got these abilities. Now the moon's in Scorpio. I'm sensing energy with my clairs so much more deeply. It's not like, am I sensing it or not? No, I'm sensing it because the moon is trining Neptune, and this is like a whole paranormal experience, but I've already seen 50,000 synchronicities the week before, so I got this. And this is just like you putting the sauce on it. You're starting to get deeper and deeper into this process because we're in the activating cycle, and your life is changing. The world around you is changing. You're seeing mandates start to get activated, and this is where the moon in Scorpio is going to square Saturn in Aquarius. It's going to square Jupiter in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius is a collective authority. It is the mandates that are applying to everything. We're going to start to see conflict. Okay, remember when I said when the moon goes into Libra, you're going to hear very important news on the world stage? Boom. Biden dropped the mandates. I don't fucking play, my friend. I don't fucking play about this. So the moon's in Scorpio, and his sign, his shady ass sign, or rather his shady ass and sign, and I don't care. I'm with the smoke. All right. Shout out to my motherfucking nigga Donald Trump. He a nigga now. Shout out to my nigga Donald Trump. Talking about, yeah, if I was in the ring with Biden, I would knock his bitch ass out in seconds. And that's facts. And I'm trying to see that. But if y'all can set that match up, America needs this. I don't think you know America needs this. But yes, the moon in Scorpio is going to uncover and unveil with this depth and intensity, this very extreme understanding of how you can connect your intimate relationships with others based on your observational awareness of how your character has grown, your abilities have developed to integrate them in your relationships with those people. It's going to redefine intimacy with the opposition to Uranus. But with the square to Saturn, this is going to be the initial blowback to just freshly released mandates. And this is going to get where things get extreme. You're going to get a sneak peek of how ugly Scorpio season is going to be. Even though Scorpio is purely beautiful, especially with Venus here. So this is going to be exciting, y'all. This is going to step you into pure mastery. This is the last moon sign before we step into the quarter square with Sagittarius, where boom, the activation is over, and now you're starting to see the deeper meaning and the hidden meaning of your abilities. You're going to start to actually see at an ascended level this change of your lifestyle, and it's going to be supernatural. So this moon in Scorpio is going to reveal very important secrets about this transformation and change of your attitude now that your behavior is changing. But it's also developing the abilities of this new cycle of you manifesting your supernatural abilities. And I say that because the third house is a house of skills and abilities. It's a house of neighbors, short distance travel. But if we put this relative to the new moon activation in Virgo, you're intensifying and strengthening the quality of rare abilities and the pure energy drawing from your natural body that goes into a much deeper understanding of the abilities that you're manifesting. This is going to transform your understanding of this so that you can dive so much deeper into your ability to do this. And what you're going to notice is the telepathic projections, the negativity projected on you, it ain't shit, baby, bouncing off. This is so very important because like fixed signs of strength. So you're cultivating this deeper psychological strength because through the moon in Libra, you got that checkmate, boy. You got that checkmate. You did actions that are just like, listen, bitch, I know you talking shit, but you can get off my dick, okay? You're so mad. And this is so very important. I'm like talking like I'm joking, but you've established a series of actions over the past 2 weeks that have solidified that all the hate and negativity towards you is baseless and useless. A lot of you are walking through with a lot of W's, and you're closing off years of cycles of dealing with bullying or dealing with this energy with which now you're above. Like, you're dealing with the same energy that used to be intimidating to you. Now you're pointing out how they're intimidated of you, and it's initially a weird feeling, but you're taking all your power back. And the key to this moon transit is the opposition to Uranus that's going to complete the moon conjunction to Uranus 2 weeks ago and actually manifest at a deeper level this supernatural energy that you'll be able to transform in order to induce more supernaturally noticeable changes to your own physiology. But this is where it's going to get pretty paranormal. Like, I don't know what else to say. You're going to have Sailor Moon-like transformation sequences. You're going to actually have chemistry with other people, experimenting with energy manipulation. Now that we're in the moon in Scorpio, this is where shit gets super, like your real perspective of supernatural phenomena gets super duper super supernatural, and there's no words for that. So like that's why I tried to put it in there. So just be open to these experiences. The moon trine to Neptune is going to make you super intuitive. So trust the signs you're getting, but don't attach to them. Be willing to release to that which you don't understand, or just ask your guides. Like, just ask spirit. Universe will smack you in the fucking face with the synchronicity. Like, what? Told you already. Oh, okay, I'll believe you. I'll stop doubting. So just keep that in mind. You are in the process of being revealed elements of your relationships with people that have been confusing because certain decisions haven't been made and certain aspects of their character haven't been established until now. So a lot of these revelations will shock you to your core. But instead of rushing to conclusions, let this unfold. When the moon goes into Sagittarius, you'll gain a foundation of hidden meaning to make literal sense, perceptual sense of this wisdom that you're coming into. Venus is now officially entered Scorpio too. So it's going to get a little bit more sexy. It's going to get a lot more extreme, and this is going to test loyalties. But you really want to be in a position to feel into the purity of your wisdom and the wisdom that is being cultivated. This third house activation is going to bring pure form to this change of perspective, grounding in very unconventional ways your own superpowers. So this is officially the transit where the utilization of this is legitimately transforming your environment versus manifesting it and testing it with other people. Now you're committing, going the distance and like turning things around. So enjoy that. Practically speaking, you're going to be dealing with people who undermine you subtly and they get clapped on the spot. And this could be someone who is giving you a compliment, not noticing that your guides penalize them for that shady, underhanded compliment. And it's your experience of this that's going to give wisdom into being receptive to how this works. This is all a part of you stepping in deeper into pure mastery, and this pureness of this mastering of your abilities will cut the fluff and tap you so much more deeper into your core, where you can ascend moving into Moon and Sag and understand this at literally a higher level. So really be prepared for all Moon in Scorpio, the deepest insights of wisdom that will confirm a lot of intuitions you had, and you want to act off on those, but you really want to stay receptive to fully receive this wisdom, or you want to stay receptive to fully grasp and understand this, because the trine of Neptune is going to, in very divine, metaphysical, and supernatural ways, link synchronicities to give you the final piece of the puzzle in helping you deeply feel into these connections the way they're meant to, and initiate opportunities that will literally unveil themselves today and tomorrow. You stay blessed as always. And if you would like to catch my Venus and Scorpio transit talk, where I'm going to talk about how you're going to be unveiling all sorts of wealth, because Scorpio represents underground luxury. If you think about the gems and the underworld, gems, jewelry, you excavate and mine them from the underworld. Scorpio is like one of the most wealthiest signs. So you're going to be unlocking your sexiness and your wealth. If you would like insight into that and an oracle card reading of how it'll affect your sign, go watch my YouTube. By the time you're watching this video, I am live on YouTube right now, going in. Come join me in the fam. We get it in every time. Transit talks are like some of the best lives on YouTube. That's no cap. You stay blessed as always. Peace. Godspeed.